But why is change so hard? Like, why is change so hard?
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. Hold on to your chairs. Hold on to your pants. Hold on. Let this one sizzle. You know, people struggle with change because the current is a soft blanket.
Hey!
The current is a soft blanket, a pillowy blanket.
Hi everyone, welcome to Actualize Talks. My name is Glory Njuguna. I'll be your host for today. In studio today we have Dr. C. Welcome back.
All right, let's do this.
Yes, on another amazing topic and discussion. Right. We want to thank everyone so much for taking the time to click on this video. And as you guys see on the title, it's going to be an amazing one, an amazing topic.
And by the way,
yes,
I don't know the questions that I get.
No.
So if you ever see me fumble and take time, I have no idea what's coming, people. So looking forward.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. C.
All right.
Okay, so the topic for today is change. Change. Hey, everyone struggles with this one.
All right.
I know I do.
Okay.
I used to. I can't say I still do.
Okay.
But I used to struggle with change.
All right.
Because nobody wants to change to a new thing.
Yes.
Everyone wants to stick to the old.
Correct.
You know, the old works. Why reinvent the wheel? You know, they say.
There you go.
So, Dr. C, why do people have a hard time changing?
Why do people have a hard time changing?
Yeah.
And she never makes it any easier with this question.
PhD questions.
PhD level questions. Actualizing questions.
Correct.
All right. Wow.
Yes.
Change.
Yeah.
You know, people struggle with change because the current is a soft blanket.
Hey!
The current is a soft blanket, a pillowy blanket that you're wrapped in, that is cozy,
sleeping like a
and
baby,
comforting.
I'm telling you. Hey!
You know what change makes you? I want you to picture what change is.
Okay.
Change is when you are so warm in your bed, you have been wrapped up so well, and then somebody tells you, "Wake up," and pulls back the blanket. And you get hit by a cold breeze.
Yeah.
That's why we fear change.
Yeah.
We fear change because of the unknown.
Yeah.
The unknown of what will happen if I lift my comfort blanket of the now.
Okay.
The problem is you don't give up the now for the future possibility of tomorrow.
Okay.
So that is one of the big things I think. I think, you know, one example I'll give you.
Okay.
I've been part of sports teams.
Okay.
And one difference I've seen between mediocre, good, and great coaches is that great coaches know when to shift their playbook.
Correct.
Good coaches, they just may copy if need be.
Yeah.
Mediocre coaches, they don't want any change on their playbook. They are stuck.
Yeah.
They don't know how to make adjustments.
Yeah.
You know what makes a difference for those who know American football with the best quarterback or the best captains of a team? You know, if you're a coach who you want to be a captain, a person who can look at the situation, call an audible, call a change to the players while they're on the field because they've recognized the many problems in the field. Do you understand?
True. Yeah.
When you fear change, you cannot see past what is right now. You won't be able to see, wow, if I don't change this part of my life, this, do you see now what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
A lot of people, and these are topics we've talked about even in private, the fact that if you get stuck, ooh, this is going to be a good one. Hold on to your chairs. Hold on to your pants. Hold on. Let this one sizzle. We often are blinded by past false information. We are often blinded by past false information about what will happen if we change. Yeah.
Ooh.
So culturally, you can be raised with some truths
Yeah.
that were not actually true. You can be stuck with some past experiences that don't actually dictate future experiences.
Okay.
So past information that may not necessarily be true in the current today may be holding you back because you are afraid based on that. So you're never able to actually move beyond the current because you have been so preconditioned that you just think, if I even shift, if I even change a little bit, that somehow everything is going to fall apart. And so many of us, we just want to hold on to dear life, to some idea that we learned from our culture, from those who raised us, from other things. And not that majority, 90% of what they said was wrong, is that 10% was wrong, and 90% may need to be adjusted. See, principles don't change. Oh, I like this word that I got on Sunday.
Yeah.
Principles don't change, but the methods can.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not a principle thing, it's just a methods thing.
Okay.
And so sometimes you want to do something the same method, but it is not working out. So change the method. Keep the principle.
Yeah.
But when you're when you've been conditioned to confuse and you think that methodology is principle, then you'll even be afraid of changing methods.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And that will begin to hamper your actualization in life.
But why is change so hard? Like, why is change so hard?
And you would expect it to be so easy.
Yeah, with the explanation that you just explained.
Yeah.
It is easier said than done. But why is it so hard? Like,
because I always go back to this. And I always argue this.
Yeah.
Humans are emotional beings, not logical robots.
Okay.
What I told you was something that is very logically maybe correct.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if I say to everybody around the world, eat vegetables and proteins, work out, and reduce your carbohydrates, and there's a higher probability that you are going to be very healthy, in shape, and happy. Okay? Is that controversial? No. Is it logical? Yeah. But is your emotions and your past experiences in line with that logic?
No.
Yeah. And so is with change.
Okay.
And so one of the things then, building off what you've just said, is this. We need to do an investigation.
As to why change is hard?
For me, in that particular area.
Okay.
Because for another person, it's not hard in that particular area.
Right.
But for me, it might be completely difficult. So you need to do an investigation to why change is a hard thing for you in this particular sector of your life.
Okay.
And more times than not, it will be built of past experiences that had to do also with emotions. Because when you experience something that has high intense emotion, it's like it gets a mental path in your brain that becomes seared so deeply and rooted that it becomes very hard for you to be able to change. So that's one of the things.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You have extreme past experiences. The other one is habits.
Okay.
I always say habits are the atoms of character.
Yeah.
When you do something over and over again, it becomes your habit.
Actually answering the next question.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry for jumping ahead.
It's okay. It's good. It's actually a really good thing.
Yeah.
So the next question, right? After asking you why change is so hard.
Yeah.
So how will I develop new habits and thought patterns?
Oh, see, the questions are reading. They're reading right?
They're reading right, yeah.
From what I've learned,
Yeah.
there's something called neural pathways. Neural pathways are built with experience, with and a lot what we can call almost empirical.
Okay.
Empirical is experiential knowledge.
Yeah.
As you gain more experiential knowledge over time, and plus learning knowledge, some things may not be experienced but learned, and as you're learning it, you're cementing it in your neural pathways. So you have a particular habit or way of thinking. That thinking therefore graduates to action.
Yeah.
Those actions repeated will become habits. Those habits repeated become your character.
Okay.
And your character is what we get to know you as.
Right.
Okay? Now, there's a propensity that there are different people who have different actualized languages.
Okay.
So you can have a propensity to be driven more this way versus that way
Okay.
with habits, right? And so that's something to also know.
Yeah.
Okay. So knowing that, because it's good to establish that,
Right.
to switch that pathway may need to be switched in the same way it was created,
Okay.
by applying a superior truth.
Okay.
This is why I like faith so much. This is why I like to meditate. This is why I like to read the Bible. This is why I like to listen to men of God and men of inspiration. Because I like to replace my current neural pathways with new truths,
Right.
with biblical truths,
Yeah.
with truths about who am I,
Correct.
that I'm created in the image of God,
Yes.
that I have value, that I have purpose. You see, because you go through life, you can start creating pathways of I'm not enough, I'm never going to make it,
Yeah.
I'm just who I am,
True.
blah, 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 blah. And so it becomes very hard. If you have established that I am just, I'll never be healthy, I'm just a bad decision maker when it comes to this,
Yeah.
that has become your neural pathway for 10 years.
True.
So how are you going to shift from that to a new neural pathway? You must infuse knowledge. And you must have repeated knowledge. See, faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God, right? So faith is what? Belief.
Correct.
It's confident expectation
Yeah.
in a bright future possibility based on your relationship with God. So faith can be applied to who you are
Yeah.
based on positive information.
Okay.
This is why, number one, your environment has to shift.
Correct.
What do I mean by environment has to shift? It starts from the micro. So for me, in my characteristic,
Yeah.
my bedroom has to be good. My bed has to be straight. My shoes have to be straight.
Yeah.
The house has to be in order, right? Then I move from that to my car. Why? Because when I start seeing my car fall apart, when I start seeing the house fall apart, it means that I'm starting to go into negative.
Okay.
So you need to first clean up house, make your environment like conducive,
Yeah.
right? Go home, make your place an oasis.
Right.
Whatever home or environment God has given you, make it an oasis. After that, that's the environment,
Correct.
physical environment. Begin shifting your eye gate, ear gate, and mouth gate,
Right.
right? So you have to start with the ear gate, because
Very
what you
distinctive.
hear creates the pictures of your mind of what you see.
Correct.
What do I mean by what you see? I don't mean just what you see physically, but how you see things.
Okay.
Okay? This is why one person is going through a storm and they're like, I'm about to go out. Another person is going through the storm and they're thinking, man, what type of business can come out of rain and thunderstorms, right? They're driving around looking for roofs to fix, So
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying.
It's true.
They're mapping out where the hailstone is going and looking. So it's funny,
Yeah.
but
It's true though.
there you go. Your
Yeah.
ear gate.
Yeah.
What does this mean? I'm gonna change the music I listen to.
Correct.
I'm gonna change what I'm hearing from TV.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change what I hear from YouTube, social media, etc. I'm gonna change my ear gate.
Yeah.
As I change my ear gate, I'm gonna begin changing my eye gate. because there's so many distractions. I want to reduce my focus.
That's true.
This means for majority of us, both who are young and adults, it means you need to fast your phone.
That's true.
You may need to now look at your phone and give your phone intermittent fasting. You know what intermittent fasting is, right?
Yeah.
That means you intermittent fasting means you only eat between like this time to this time.
Yes.
So let's say you can only eat from 6
like
p.m.
noon to 6 p.m.
Okay, noon to 6 p.m.,
Yeah.
right? That's one window.
Yeah.
So that means I can only use my phone from noon to 6 p.m.,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or maybe from after work 5 p.m.
Right.
all the way to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Then no more phone.
Exactly.
For some people it's TV,
Yeah.
right? Maybe you need to cut off your TV at 10,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So that's your eye gate,
Yeah.
your ear gate, then your mouth gate. Your mouth gate means it's going to be difficult, but whatever I'm saying, whether it's verbal or from within, I have to begin saying positive stuff.
Right.
I can make it. I am able.
Yeah.
I have the capability. Now, many times when you start doing that, you'll feel like a hypocrite. Right? Because you'll be like, man, I'm failing.
Yeah.
You know, I like what a minister, his name is Pastor, what's his name? Joseph Prince.
Okay.
He says, even when you sin, let's say you just messed up right now,
Yeah.
the next thing you should say is, I am righteous, I am holy, I am perfect,
Right.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So what do I mean?
Yeah.
When you feel like, man, the thought comes, I'm a loser, you need to start saying, and maybe you just did something that was really bad, and
Yeah.
you know you did something bad.
Yeah.
You need to start saying like, I am, let's say you stole something.
Right.
Let me use that.
Yeah.
You stole something. You just stole something. You need to start saying, wow, I am a giver.
It'll be a little awkward, but
Yeah, it's going to be
true, though.
awkward. I'm a blesser.
Yeah.
You know, I help
Yeah.
people. I solve problems. It's going to sound very funny,
Yeah.
but you are slowly
Sure.
challenging your mind. You're shifting your
Yes.
mind. You're shifting
thought
your
patterns.
There you
Changing up your
Ooh.
thought patterns.
You're changing your short thought patterns.
Yeah.
I think I went on for a while.
No. You
Let me
actually
bring
answered
it
the
back.
whole question and dissected it.
Wow.
It's supposed to be.
There you go.
So we did talk about now the thoughts, right?
Yeah.
So self-talk. So what role will self-talk play in my transformation or in my change? Like what you tell yourself. Because you did
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit, but I
Yeah.
wanted you to expound on that.
Expound on
Yeah.
self-talk. I like that. I like that term. Self-talk.
Talk, yeah.
We talk to ourselves all the time.
Yeah,
I feel like we talk to ourselves more than we talk to others.
it's true.
Right?
Yeah.
The conversations that are not verbalized. That's why somebody said, man, if people could get into my mind, you couldn't go outside. All right? You couldn't go outside.
Yeah.
It changes everything.
Yeah.
Because more than what somebody says about you,
Okay.
it's what you say about yourself
Right.
that makes all the difference on who you are.
Okay.
You can be in prison and tell yourself you're free. You can be free and you can tell yourself you're in prison.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are in different prisons.
Yeah.
It's not lying to yourself. A lot of people, that's why they feel like hypocrites. How, Dr. Casper, how can you tell me to say what I am while I am doing and I'm behaving completely opposite?
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is you are recoding. It's called the renewal of the mind.
Yeah.
You need to recode your neural pathways. You need to recode your thinking patterns.
Yeah.
And the only way you can do that effectively is to speak. This is why I was saying I like to meditate on the Word of God, you know?
Yes.
Because when I'm reading it, it becomes my thought pattern.
Yeah.
I start saying, I am blessed, I am good, I am handsome. You know, sometimes, you know, I think I don't need somebody to tell me I look good. You know, I don't think, I just look at myself in the morning, I come out smiling, and the funny thing is you begin to look better. You know what I mean? So you start being
It's
healthy.
true.
There are many times I've just,
Yeah.
you know, honestly, and to be quite honest, I feel like it even affects my health.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I feel like when I have a season where I'm looking not down on my health, I don't feel healthy. I don't look healthy. But so I believe there is definitely actualization that happens to you and will happen to you if you create. In fact, in the future, God willing, we can even create a list of things you can repeat to yourself as positive reinforcers that you can repeat, maybe on a Monday, maybe on a Tuesday, maybe on a, like I call it the daily doses of grace. You need daily doses of grace for yourself, right? Yeah. When you have daily doses for your grace, you say, you know what? Today the world is going to conform to my wishes. Today I'm going to become mighty. Today I'm going to become great. Now, does that mean that just because you say that every day will be great? No. But what? Guess what? When you start doing it, your attitude will begin to change.
Yes.
Things will be less. Will affect your insides less.
And how you see things as well.
There you go. You begin saying right. Your ears will start hearing what you're saying right.
Exactly.
Will change your mental picture and will change your attitude.
Yes.
And actually, the outside may not need to change, but when you change, you'll be able to walk out of the situation.
That's true. Okay. All right.
All right.
So, all that to wrap it up, right? So why do I want to make changes?
Why?
Despite it being hard, why would I want to make the changes?
Because inbuilt in every human being, it is a desire for actualization. Within every human being, I believe that all men are created by God. Yeah. And therefore, being created in the image and the likeness of God means you're godlike.
Okay.
And God is a creator.
Yes.
Therefore, you naturally have a propensity for creating things.
Yeah.
For beautification of life.
Yes.
This is why you want life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Correct.
Otherwise, it will be the right to remain, and never change.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
You want life. What is life? When you see things bloom, when you see children grow, when you see families expand, when you see businesses and cities and towns, that is what life is. When you go into a situation and say, wow, this place is booming with life, is steaming with life, right? If you go to the ocean, you say something is steaming in life. How many people want to go to the ocean when everything is just stagnant? There's nothing growing, there's nothing shifting. We call that stagnant water and everything is dying. So the very idea that you're creating the image of God and you have this innate want of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness means as long as your life is not changing, and as long as you don't want to change, you will live a frustrated life.
That's true. That's true.
And you'll have to accept a level of depression in life by accepting that you're not going to change. So what I'm saying is, it's not just that why should I change, is that you cannot live happy without change.
True. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Sorry, my mind is still trying to process.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have time for one more question?
Do we have time? Let me look at my time. Okay. I'm timekeeper. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll squeeze in one.
Okay, one more. Last one. I promise. Last one.
Okay.
So, how will I hold myself accountable to making changes?
Wow. I would say a funny couple of things you can do.
Okay.
How do I keep my promise?
Yeah.
Because of time, I'm going to give you real quick this. I want you to picture in your mind the future possibility of what you want.
Okay.
I want you to go and buy a book with your own money. Doesn't need to be a big book, just something you can write on. And I want you to write that dream.
Right.
If you can draw it, draw it. And date it, and then come back to it every year.
Okay.
and say, did I live up to your expectation?
Right.
Because that's your vision.
That's true.
That's the direction of your creativity.
Yeah.
That's what you. Why do people get married? Because they want to create a union.
Yeah.
Why do people want to have kids? Because they want to create a family.
Right.
Why do people go to school? Because they want to create an economy.
Yeah.
We are creating beings.
True.
That's how we were created. That's how we are fashioned.
Right.
Right? We celebrate creation. And so, with that being said, I will say, keep yourself accountable. Because I don't want to go into how others can help you.
Right.
How you can keep yourself accountable is by doing that very small thing. It's something I saw my father practice. It's something that he encouraged.
Yes.
It's something that I realized, though it is hard sometimes, it keeps you on the constant.
Okay.
You have to have a train of reference,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
So write it down,
Yeah.
commit that book to God,
Mm-hmm.
commit that book before yourself,
Yeah.
and I would say every September 1st,
Mm-hmm.
open that book, see how far you went.
Yeah.
The thing is this, the destination is not the goal, it's the process and the progress to the destination that matters.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So it's step by step, like
Yeah.
Actualize, right?
Mhm.
We're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers.
True.
If I try to get to 50,000 overnight,
Hey. Woo.
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the fact that I can move maybe by 5,000,
Correct.
then another 5,000,
Mm-hmm.
that is what we call change.
Yes.
The gradual shifts
Correct.
of life.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process of change.
Okay. we've just gotten actualized
All right.
on change. And thank you so much for joining us in studio today, Dr. C.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for clicking on this video to watch. Like I said before, I always say like, share, and subscribe, and always comment on the video. We're so appreciative for everyone who has subscribed so far, and we're excited for the journey that's coming up.
Yeah, and I
Right?
would also encourage, like
Yeah.
she said, let's continue this journey together.
Yeah.
As you write comments, as you guys like, and most importantly, as you subscribe,
Yeah.
and make sure you watch the whole thing. What actually happens, it helps build the channel, it helps build us.
true.
And we try to continue giving you our best content.
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
right. So keep actualizing.
Yeah. Keep actualizing.
Huh? All right.
Thanks.
Welcome to Actualize Talks, your destination for purpose discovery, setting vision goals, and fostering leadership growth.
I'm joined in studio by Dr. Casper. Dr. Casper.
Joining me now in the studio, we have Dr. Casper.